And welcome to Dive TV with Dan, Steamboat, pause for dramatic
And
effect,
Arjun,
and Arjun. Yes, welcome. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
So, today we have an exciting episode. As always, we're going to dive into a lot of different things that has happened to Paradex this week and some other developments you can look forward to. And a quick intro from everybody. I'm Dan, the lore keeper of lucrative legends. Thank you, ChatGPT. Arjun?
oh, I'm Arjun, the paladin of purpose and promise. Just read that. Yeah.
I'm Steamboat, the sage of mutual benefits.
Yes. And the translation for all of that, I do content, Arjun does brand, and Steamboat ecosystem. So we're here today and we are going to share some updates. So before we get started, is there anything you guys want to talk about or cover or hype up the audience?
I know
Go
we want
ahead.
to share serious stuff, right? But I got jokes to share at the start.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason
Go
why
for
I'm
it.
wearing a hat today is because I did not shave my head this morning. So I needed my hat to cover my head. So it looks cleaner. When it's there's like a little bit of hair here and there, it's a little bit weird.
The
Okay.
joke here, Steamboat, actually is when you take that hat off. That's the joke.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the
This was the setup.
No pressure. No pressure.
no. Later. Let's move on to important stuff.
Yeah, because it's been a busy week.
Yeah.
Arjun, how are you? What's been going on?
A lot of things, man. A lot of things. I think it's been a super busy week at the office. We've been doing a bunch of things. I think we just dropped an article with Milk Road about which we'll talk more. Lots of developments happening on the mobile app. Lots of things every day, as you can see on the roadmap. We just like tick off one thing every 2 3 days, and having more context now on the engineering team and how much work goes into getting all of those things done. It's actually insane the speed at which we are building. So pretty exciting to be here.
Then I want to say something, okay? So, during today's meeting, like we know how much like extra work Arjun is doing as well. So maybe how about this? If we can get at least, I want to say, I don't know, 1,500 like live viewers, then maybe we'll share a little bit extra about the other side projects or the other like initiatives that Arjun is leading, because I think those are quite exciting, and maybe we can leak it if there's enough people joining us today. What do you guys think? This is random. Sorry, off
No,
script.
no, no. This is great. Like because it brings me to a amazing topic that I think all of us can like just discuss right off the bat. Talking about getting 1,500 listeners on the stream. We are all tired of fucking bots, bro. Like there are
Yeah.
bots everywhere, and yeah, I think like for just like you guys also to know like people who are watching, if you are real people, all the real people who are watching, this is a serious problem that like a lot of people are like bringing now. And like one of the things that people are just like assuming right now, I just read like Zach XBT's tweet, is that a lot of like is there's just this arbitrage right now where a lot of infofy platforms happen to reward AI bots and like AI accounts, and that's what's causing like more farming of like AI accounts everywhere, and that's insane. And a lot of times it does take time to me even now. Like I think 3 4 months back I could instantly tell if someone is a bot or someone is not. Now it's like really different, or it's like is this guy a bot, or if is English is his second language, or he's just someone who's using chat GPT so he does not make any grammatical errors when he's writing a tweet. So this is really a situation.
Yeah. Now, as the guy who tweets on the X account and responds to some of the replies if it's like within the first hour, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't. It's a lot of work replying, but some of the replies are so good. I was like, oh, that's a very thoughtful response. I look at the follower, they don't follow the Paradex account. They have like 40 followers. All the replies are about the same. And I'm like, damn, they got me. I
Yeah.
almost engaged with it.
Yeah, one of my favorite reactions to this whole like AI bot thing and AI content thing that's happening is that like someone just like tweeted that damn I'm no different than my grandma. Like it's like even I can't tell like what's real on the internet anymore. So that's crazy.
What the fuck was that context though? Like why would someone even reply that?
I don't know. It's like, like the whole premise where a couple of years back, there was this whole thing that there would just be like a scam video of, like Jesus just arrived in Arizona and there would be a photoshopped video and like someone's grandma would be, look, Jesus just arrived in Arizona. Like,
Oh,
like believing in fake news. And
yeah,
now
yeah.
all these AI reels and like videos are getting so real that you
They're
actually,
looking good. Yeah.
yeah. So that's the whole reference that, yo, I'm no different
Right,
than my
right.
grandma. Yeah. But Dan, like again, like not that something that we planned for to discuss, but as someone who's been in content for a while and been doing it for a while, what what do you think is the solution to this? Like, do you know even like how to solve for this? Like, how does anyone get rid of AI bots?
That's a challenge for everyone. Maybe blockchain does solve this. We'll have to wait and see. But it's too technical for people to actually use at the moment. So I've used some blockchain social media platforms. There's no algorithm. It's just, oh, what do people like? People like this. Like, I don't like that. It's like, I don't want to see that in my feed.
Yeah. I think like a very funny thing I was reading about this is that if you want to test, someone was like testing this. I think it was Mert. I read Mert's tweet that if you think that there are like in your comment section you have AI bots, just start swearing at them. They are not programmed to like swear back at you, so you will find out.
Okay.
I thought I found something interesting. Like, we had one tweet in Chinese for the
Yep.
Perp DEXs China tour, and those bots responded in Chinese. Then I looked at their accounts, like no Chinese anywhere. So I was like, so they're ready for that too.
Crazy. But yeah, man, let's get to it. Milk Road. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge everybody in the chat. We see you, Nick, Cappy, Mashi, Perp DEX Fan Hub, Zeki. And Zeki had a question here. By the way, any chance we include transferred XP on Badger Box's criteria? I got 24.2 thousand XP total, got extra wrecked trading, so I don't really feel like trading anytime soon. Would love to buy some 800 XPs to secure my box finally.
Zaki, can I take this, Arjun?
For it.
Zaki, just hold on to your XP. That's all.
That's all.
Trust.
Don't worry about anything else. Whatever you've done a great job. Just hold on to your XP, okay? Okay. Now we got to move on before I lose my job.
Yes. All right. Milk Road.
Yeah. So, I mean, we had Milk Road. I just wondered, you guys also, like, what do you think about Milk Road? People who do not have context on Milk Road is Milk Road is one of the biggest, the largest newsletters in crypto. I think they've gotten so big now that they are like mainstream. Also, they do like a lot of like non-crypto stuff as well, and they just covered us this week, like on Sunday. And I love the approach, like the direction in which the article goes. And on any given day, their article has around this is like a daily newsletter, and on any given day they have around 120K readers. So that's pretty amazing. So yeah, like have you guys gotten a chance to read the article?
I did. It flowed really well. It was very easy to read, so I could really see this as a like newsletter, which it is.
Yeah.
It's finally an article that took me less than 10 minutes took me less than half an hour to read through, because as you guys are very familiar, a lot of the product articles are very, very, very long.
Yes, so it was really easy to consume, and they really simplified the vision of what we're building and the direction the market is headed.
Yeah. And I think like one of the most interesting things that they brought up that like really stuck with me is how there are actually like there are other metas that are like coming and going, but for the last like few couple of months, more than a few months, there have actually been like two metas, and that is Perp DEX and privacy. and how we did not intentionally do it, but how we are like perfectly in the meta, like how we are like perfectly as Paradex leading both of these metas. And that is also like sign that we are doing a right thing. Like if we've done it
Yeah.
like unintentionally, like just by pure engineering and decision making, we have gotten to where the market is going.
Yeah.
So that does tell a lot about like how we are like building things here. So that is like pretty exciting, to be honest. And I mean, talking more about Perp DEXs, like the Perp DEX meta, I just think like the word in itself, the Perp DEX meta, is a joke, because I'm like, you can't use Perp DEX and meta in the same line. I do not think that Perp DEX is a fad or a craze. It's
Mm.
like it is something that is perpetually going to stay. It's not it's not like meme coins or gaming or something else that has been, or NFTs for that matter, that was like hot, and you don't know
Yeah.
if it stay hot for a while or not. I mean, like, yes, maybe as many pub dexes we see right now, that like it will reduce. Maybe in a couple of months the whole fad of like points farming might go away, but dexes are not going anywhere, man. Like, it's like, and I'm not just talking about like Paradex in general. Like, any good perp dex is here to stay, because people want to trade, people want to like leverage, and it's a tool. And it's like, the day I see perp dex's meta go away, is that's like a very dark day in crypto, I feel like, because I don't see how it will happen, like why it will happen. And that's my same analogy with prediction markets also. So like Calci, Poly market, then on perp dex like Hyperliquid, Lighter, Paradex. I think like these are all products that are like, that's gonna stay. They're like decades decades projects.
Arjun,
Yeah.
I'm gonna add. Sorry, Dan. You go ahead first.
Oh, I was just going to agree that, we have seen a lot of different products and we have seen a lot succeed and fail, but not many have had like a vision beyond just doing what they're doing.
Right.
So only that's why there's always just going to be a few leaders in the industry, and one of those that we're going to make sure that happens, it's Paradex.
Yeah. I'm gonna
100%.
add on to that. Okay. So the word I'm gonna get you guys fixed on is the word unintentional. So two things. One, Arjun, did you realize that you unintentionally created a pun just now? You're talking about perp dexes, meta, trends, and you were saying like, oh, you think it's perpetual, it's gonna last. Okay. Second thing is, talk about unintentional. I think the idea of privacy, like now it's a meta, now it's being called a meta, but I think privacy wasn't a meta. This was unintentional because at the start everyone thought like, oh fuck it, everything on chain, great.
Yeah.
But one core difference is I think we were we were enough of visionaries, or at least we built things that we thought made the most sense, whether people disagreed or not, right? Like we went against the grain. So privacy was there since day one. Like it's part of our DNA. And I think we got a segment about that later, so I won't go into too much details, but just wanted to call it out.
No,
Yeah,
100%.
agree.
I 100% agree with that. And like the way like I've started to see things, like I like, again, like bringing back again, but like anything that I think we can envision that that this tech powers a real revenue generating business, and is just going to make people spend more money or spend more of their time and resources, and again like gain out of it. If you've built a mechanism like that, that works. And for me, like being like 5 years in crypto, uh like NFTs without a product is not that mechanism. Like it is a death spiral. Gaming, I personally don't think it's going to work. Again, like it's my personal opinion, not gonna put it on anyone. From a very simple logic that you should be playing games because you love playing games. You know how people are trading on Paradex, not because they love Paradex, they do in some degree, but they love trading. Like that is their bread and butter. That is what they do. So the moment like the core of what you're building, people are not using it for that, but for like something else, I feel it's not gonna work out. So in that sense, I do think like perp dexes are here to stay. And like what like Milk Road has also covered, that people want to trade with leverage, and people want to do it privately, that is 100% like on point. And you can see that like with, again, like talking about the CBB tweet from a couple of weeks backs where he was hunting a whale who had who's taken a huge short position on high, something like that. And it's like you can exactly see how much money you need to liquidate someone like that. If I have a huge bag, I honestly still don't understand. Like, I think it's a KYC thing or whatever. I don't understand, like, how are these big people even like daring to like take short or long positions on these platforms, knowing that they can be hunted. So yeah, 100%, like the whole privacy thing makes sense. It's like you don't need to be a technical guy or a super smart guy to understand that privacy makes sense. You just need to be like, you just need to be fucking street smart to understand, yeah, this like makes so much sense.
You just need something that you want to hide from people to understand and appreciate the idea of privacy.
Like
Yeah.
a hat.
Like the hat, hiding some stuff underneath.
But yeah, that's definitely something we can all agree on. And I think it's going to be difficult for the competitors to start catching up once users start moving over to that. So I think it's just going to be an inevitability.
100%. 100%. And I think privacy perps is also something we'll talk about in detail in this stream itself. But it's crazy. Like, do we know other DEXs who have it right now, who have privacy perps? Like, even the projects who are like, I think I asked Clement again, like, nobody that we know of right now. Like, yeah, sure, there are people who believe in privacy, but this as a feature is like still very new, and like just like always great to see that whatever the engineering team is doing all the time, like it definitely makes our job pretty easy. It's like, yeah, 100% people like this, people want this, thank you for building this. This is going to be like
It's a
like
good.
putting a knife in a butter, easy to just like talk about this and market this. So I mean, yeah, 100%. Yes.
Well,
So
since we are getting into privacy perps, why not hear from it from Clement? Let's go to our Clement interview.
yeah, we're still on.
So we're already recording, so I'm just going to start, okay? Cool. So Clement, thanks for taking the time. So now we're going to have you help us understand how privacy perps work, right? And I think to start off, let's really just use that as like the basic question. How does privacy perps work?
Yeah, so I think to understand how it works, we have to take a step back and understand how does Paradox work today, right? Because this is some under the hood of what's happening. So, when we think about Paradox, we think about the app, and then there's the Paradox chain, but we don't really usually think, at least I don't usually think about underneath that. So, as we think about the Paradox chain, the data in the Paradox chain gets periodically submitted to Ethereum. This is part of the scaling of Ethereum and the power of Ethereum, why we have it have our structure in that way. This also allows, let's say Paradox had some issue, we couldn't move forward, we still have the data on Ethereum, right? So that gives more security to users, and that's what we want. But the way things are set up today, all that information is public. It's a blockchain. Everything is available. You can look up the account balances, positions, and that's pretty typical of in our space today. With privacy perps, we're adding ability to keep all the information private. So there's two areas that need to be private, both on the Paradox chain and on the Ethereum L1 level. On the Paradox chain side, we have a new RPC node that everyone will interact with. That's a proxy RPC. So you need to kind of authenticate in order to see your own information. But everyone else's information is going to be masked. So they'll all be zeros. And so it's protected in that level. And then at the Ethereum level, there's actually going to be actual encryption on the data side. So only people in the privacy committee will have the keys to actually decrypt. And this committee has been set up as part of this process to decrypt and publish the state data on L1 in case of a situation where we're not able to move forward and so forth.
Got it. privacy committee. So I won't go too deep into this, but I would imagine that the people or entities in the committee are also private to keep them safe.
We haven't fully decided how that's gonna roll out, but I think we will likely at least share the number. The goal is to start small with a small committee and grow to a bigger one. It's the same. It's a similar structure as how a lot of L2s have a security council, and that's also something we're starting to work on as well. And so yeah, the intention is to have a larger group of people. There'll be some rules around kind of what quantifies as when to decrypt, and so forth. Yeah.
Got it. So what I'm understanding is that products, our own chain, like it's been private, like privacy is already there since day one. It's more of upgrading on the L1 side. That's where this whole upgrade comes into play, right?
So not necessarily. So previous to this, I would say privacy has always been the direction that we wanted to head into, but we haven't had the ability to kind of do it all the way. So we've actually started working on this earlier this year. The proxy RPC has been in production, running for quite a while, and some people have been using it since the beginning. But the regular RPC that doesn't have that authentication has still been running today. And so the big switch here on the PerpDEX side is only allowing the proxy RPC as the way in to see the blockchain on PerpDEX chain, and then the encryption on the Ethereum L1, which is going to come with 0.14.1 next week.
Got it. Next week. Okay, so that's the alpha for everybody. Privacy perps are coming to PerpDEX next week. Do we have a estimate time?
The goal, is Monday. So everything so far is on track. So stay tuned.
Got it. And what can users expect with privacy perps? Like what changes for me day to day?
So the beauty of how we've set this up, we talked about kind of how the architecture works, is that all this is kind of under the hood. So you as a regular user, most likely you won't see anything, and it's just privacy is just turned on. It's only if you are more of a technical user already interacting with the RPC, there might be some minor changes, but in terms of your workflow, there shouldn't be too much changes.
No, that's good. I mean, that's simple for the retail guys at least.
Yeah.
How else to understand, like, what is the difference when privacy perks go live versus now? Like, are there big shifts in I guess security, or it's small but significant?
So security is a big topic, but I would say in terms of the user, I think what you're trying to get is there any security risk assumptions of this model, where previously, although you don't really want to be hunted, you don't really want your information on public display, you can kind of confirm that things are going right? How do you balance between privacy and also being honest and that we're secure in that way? So right now, the trust assumptions before privacy is that PerpDEX operates, we have a goal of decentralization, but today the trust assumptions is that we're still moving the PerpDEX chain along, and we're kind of the ones driving it. So in terms of the trust assumption between now and after we have the proxy RPC, it's still the same. We're still the ones moving that forward. And then the information submitted to L1 is still going to be in a ZK proof. So there will still be the checks and balances that the state, there'll still be proofs that the state submitted is correct.
Got it. And probably the dumbest question, who benefits most from privacy perps?
Yeah, I mean, everybody benefits, right? The big guys, the small guys. Big guys probably feel it more, right? Because you see it on Twitter, the big people that actually get hunted and stuff like that. But the small people too, right? Like you wouldn't want to go back for Christmas and people can, pull up how much money you've lost or won, or why are you trading this meme coin when you should be doing something more responsible, right? This is a good way to have privacy right before Christmas as well.
That was perfect, and I think we'll end there.
Cool.
That was a much better ending.
Yeah.
Start was great as well.
Thanks.
Perfect. Okay, good. One take.
And we're back.
We
Hey,
played
guys.
too much of the video, man. Damn, the ending was supposed
All
to
fun
be
behind the
fun.
scenes. Yeah. I was like,
That's on
I'm
me.
excited. What are they gonna talk next? What to order next? Yeah.
Now,
But yeah,
I left that in. I left that in
Yeah.
because it's a good moment. Plus, if we cut a little early, it should be fine. So I like I always like a little behind the scenes,
Yeah. I love the way like Clement put it as well. Like privacy is for everybody, not just for the whales, right? Like people like us also. There are reasons, although the reason that he shared was maybe a little bit more in jest, but it's still relevant.
Yeah. I mean, he was saying like you could look into someone's wallet and see what they've been buying, and you could either see, are they a good trader, are they a degen, or they have no idea what they're doing.
Yep.
Which is why a lot of people like privacy. They don't share their public wallet addresses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think like since we are talking about privacy and just like people getting called out for just existing, I think it's the right time to talk about the tweet from the big boss, the Vitalik. So yeah, for people who don't know Vitalik, just living his life, sent $86.86 to some wallet, and that just like blew up. That tweet blew up. Someone screenshotted it, and it's like Vitalik is renewing his OnlyFans subscription.
Did anyone
And
trace it?
sorry,
Did anyone actually trace it?
yeah. They traced it and they tweeted it, and that tweet has like what 2,000 likes right now. I think 500,000 impressions. So yeah, I mean, like jokes aside, like yeah, it's all fun and games and it's jokes, but it's like you can see that it's like maybe Vitalik went like, fuck man, like I can't even like breathe in here, like it's like I'm like just like being watched all the time. And that is true for like so many people in crypto. So yeah, just like this tweet is like a prime example of why we need privacy in crypto. And yeah, like all thanks to what we are building, what like other players are building in the space, Zcash, Darknet, to just like push the privacy wave.
Yeah, transparency always sounds good until you realize like, no, I do not want that.
100%. 100%.
Now, I want to highlight a community post. Menno, one of our PerpDEX affiliates, he's an ambassador, he's a moderator. Degenaire. He makes really good content. I recommend following him weekly. And let's take a look at one of his posts now, just because we gotta highlight this. Like we made at PerpDEX, we made XP transferable just so people that were trading it, that want to tip it, have a safer experience rather than having to trust that they'd get it in the future. So by making that possible, that has created an economy on chain. On PerpDEX,
Yeah.
people are trading and buying OTC, and this is the start of an economy. So real quick, I'd just like to go over this and read this for everybody. Menno, transferable XP on PerpDEX, a unique feature. PerpDEX introduced transferable XP in October. It allows for a lot of flexibility into the final stage towards TGE. Want to free up some liquidity? Free to sell some XP? Want to acquire more? No problem. Just bring the money. OTC businesses are thriving and do a lot of trades. The fact that you can settle PerpDEX XP OTC trades is a big difference compared to the points OTC markets for other projects. These have These have to wait for TGE until they can settle these trades, which causes risks and locked up liquidity and the chance of getting rugged. Like if something goes up or down too quickly, you're like, all right, I don't want to sell this anymore. Whatever I locked up, I'll let that go. So it's like a TGE light. This is also a part I admire about the team at Perp DEXs. They dare to be innovative and implement features that are new to the space. Other examples are RPI and Perp options. Now, if you guys don't know RPI, that is retail price improvement. It's basically how we separate orders so retail traders don't get screwed by the big guys. Shout it out from the rooftops, a go-to team that innovates, put the community first, and has a big vision of what a DeFi future should look like. Success is inevitable. Jadam.
I've got a
Yeah.
3-point summary for anyone that is too lazy to read this. The 3-point summary is this. Firstly, XP transfers creates opportunities for new businesses. Second, it makes the seller or the buyer of points, in Paradox context, unruggable. And third, it allows jitters to be jitters. Like if you want to jit early, I guess you can. I think that's part of the main context that Mano was making.
Yeah, and it makes so much sense, right? Like you're just like you've created a segment where if there were cheaters, if not now, they would have like dumped on you on TGE. Like people who don't believe in you just don't believe in you, and then there are always going to be like so many people who are like late to the party, and for whatever reasons they found out about you later, they start trading later, or they just like but all of these guys have true potential to be your core community. So why not have like an infrastructure where anyone who believes in us can like just like buy into the project and like short. So yeah, man, I think I also like the fact that we are like the first project to do this, because yeah, I mean, like if you think about it, it was a very risky move. It was like, should we do it, should we not do it? And it's like it just made so much sense once we like spoke more and more about it. It's like do we also want that energy in Discord or in our community, where if you just don't believe in the project, you can leave anytime. Whoever believes in can join in anytime. So yeah, I think this is like one of the best things we've done in this quarter, like as a decision.
Now, speaking more on Perp DEXs and the team that does things differently and making the experience better, this is the shell. This is the shell right here, guys. The mobile app. So we just wanted to share that, we don't really market it that well. That's kind of on me. We have a mobile app, guys, that you can use if you already have an account set up. It's easy to get started, or you can trade anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, so download the mobile app, guys.
All right, so with that, I think we can jump into any community questions if you guys have some. If not, we'll wrap this up soon. We got a comment here by Roman.dime. I'm hoping one of you guys can take this on. I have one concern. Or am I just not fully understanding something? If with the new workarounds, we won't be able to see all the big deals, does that mean the order book will disappear? Won't this lead to a total retail shaving?
The order book will not disappear. Essentially, it just means that there is additional protection in terms of anyone's ability to see your positions. Your positions are only supposed to be visible to you. But right now, it is definitely protected on the Perp DEX side, on our chain, right? But because we publish information to the L1 as well, that's where, although the published data is all like compressed and encrypted, there are still methods, I guess, to access it, though very difficult and time consuming. So this new update is just to close that gap. But the way you've been using Perp DEX stays exactly the same. If you've never felt the burdens or the benefits of privacy, nothing changes for you. The only difference is, Roman, and I'm very sure at some point in your life you will become a big whale. At least we know for sure when privacy perps go live, it is almost impossible, pretty much impossible for anyone to see your positions. But order book remains the same. No changes there.
Good answer. I did not have an answer that good, but that was a great answer.
Well, I mean,
Thank you.
I had that chat with Clement,
I,
so
I
you know, I learned
overheard
a
some
thing
of
or
that,
two.
and I was like,
Educated.
all right, yeah.
Yeah.
You had it twice. Yeah.
I had it twice, and we had pre-conversations to warm up my brain.
Mhm, mhm. So I think that's all we got for today. We appreciate everyone hanging out, and we'll catch you next time on Council of Dime on Dime TV. Oh, one more question just flew in last second. You got in. You
Okay.
got in right before the gate closed. So let's throw in
Oh.
this last one, and then we'll wrap it up, guys. Ethan,
So privacy doesn't prevent that information from being shared. That's already public. So if you go to trade.paradex at the right now, hold on, let me.
what are we looking for? I got the page up.
Paradex.trade, you will be able to see like top line numbers, like the ones that he was that Ethan's asking about, TVL volume and OI. So all that's there already. And I mean, we are quite public with like platform level information. So then if you scroll up, right in the middle, there's that navigation bar under more, that is stats, right? So click on stats, and that's all I want you to do then. But for anyone else, you can go here and there will be a bunch of stats that you have access to, you know, about Paradex. So, you know, when we shout that we are a $1 billion volume a day DEX, like we're not lying to you. This is actual like live data.
Yeah.
And our OI has improved. Okay, great. So all that's available.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Steamboat, but like privacy perps, like it only means that other people cannot see your positions. It has nothing to do with if the order book you will be able to. The platform remains the platform experience end to end is the same. All the stats are like still out there. You can see the volume, open interest, any TVL, any other important details. So none of that changes.
Guys, I'm a bit scared to be in the office right now. Did you see our 7-day user number?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
It's a lot of sixes.
Oh no. Okay, I think this is a good way for us to end today's stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, but I also want to mention that we are going to be streaming more with more experimental content on the Paradex Eco account. And tomorrow, something you might want to catch. How do people actually make money in crypto? And we'll probably have some more entertaining or just more creative and unstructured content there as well.
And more bubbly characters other than like these three gentlemen you always see.
Other than the usual suspects.
Yes. And if you want to be a Paradex creator, start making content. We want to help amplify and improve the creators, and that's what we're doing with our affiliates right now. So that's why you're going to start seeing more content from them on the Paradex Eco page. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.